Hello, good morning to all of you wherever you're watching us from. We're grateful. And as a team, the AM Show team, we always make sure that we bring you the best of the discussions that are making waves on your topical platforms this morning. And as always, you can get interactive on Facebook. JoyNews on TV is our regular page on Facebook. And you can also watch us live through our regular channel on YouTube, my Online TV. As always, we have to start with great motivation. Today, we're talking about how attitude is everything. Attitude is everything because despite all the goals and objectives that we set for ourselves, it is the attitude that is inherent in us, the attitude that we adopt, that takes us to the highest of the pedestals in meeting those goals and objectives. If your attitude is wrong, definitely you don't have the right characterization as a person, you don't have the right virtues, you definitely won't have the right principles to achieve them. A wrong attitude also means that you don't have good relations with those who will keep you up, who will take you climb the ladder to achieve your goals and objectives. A wrong attitude or an attitude fraught with all the disturbed problems of this world also means that you don't have yourself in a good place to gain from all the good things of life. In order to achieve and also have a good attitude, you also need to make sure that you imbibe in yourself certain traits that definitely will make you one of the best successful people in achieving those successful dreams that you have. And so what do you need to do? Definitely, you need to be God-fearing in my books. You need to have a great principle of making sure that you're truthful, you're trustworthy. You also need to have a good attitude of having great friendliness with those around you. Court the right people. Court the right attitude, and you will always get to the best of all those goals and objectives that you set yourself. So I'm hoping that from today, we all would have the best of attitudes, because even though we all atomize all the great objectives and the highlights of the goals that we need to achieve, with a wrong attitude, definitely we won't achieve them. Many of you would have, of course, a classmate or somebody who perhaps in your prime was doing so well, but in the latter parts of his middle ages or that time, and the prime time of his life that you thought would achieve that objectives or would be that successful a person, well, has not turned out to be. So we don't want you to be or would have been, but to be what you have to be. Today, or this morning, we're going to have Neil Vanderpoel. He's a member of parliament for the Ododo constituency in the studio. So we'll have many things to discuss. And we know the GJA, they've taken our sisters' own issues and concerns on board, and they want the new patriotic party to rein in Hajia Fatih, who assaulted one of our colleagues here from Adom FM, and she was on the show yesterday. So we'll have great insight into what the GJA is talking about. And then also Joseph Albert Kwam is a member of parliament for Manson Kwanta. So he'll also be joining us, but in the second segment we would have been discussing JoyNews starting a new project called the Survivor Series. And this series primarily focuses on how Ghanaians survive based on either a paltry salary or earnings, or even sometimes no earnings at all. So we'll tell you about this today, just to give you an insight.
4 years ago and has since not landed a permanent job. This is the second remedial school he teaches in on part-time, earning roughly 1,000 cedis for both at the end of the month.
When I was in school, actually, I thought of completing my master's program latest by 2018 or 2019. I should be able to complete my master's program, but here
I am. A great Survivor Series we're starting, and of course Justice Beidou is on today and giving us a whole gamut of issues about a young man who tried as much as possible to make a living since leaving the University of Cape Coast, but earns just 1,000 Ghana cedis, but has great dependence, not only from his family but also externally. How does he cope? And this week, JoyNews agenda focuses on people assessing government performance as regard its promises so far. We're talking the NPP-led government in office. Have they been able to meet their promises? Well, let's say some 15, 16 months, 17 months, 18 months into office. So We'll talk about that, but please get interactive. Would have brought you the latest news headlines. You would have known that there are already transfer news in football across Europe already being speculated in town in some of the top media houses like JoyNews and the rest, CNN, BBC, etc. So we're here also to give you Antoine Griezmann, the French player who plays currently for Atletico Madrid. The latest is that Barcelona are trying to, but the other people, players of great repute also on the transfer list. So Benedict also will be here with the latest to tell us about football, how we also need to look up towards the end of the football season and also climb out the Champions League and all that will be happening. We would have wrapped up with great entertainment as we bring to you AM Showbiz with Becky. Please get interactive. But now we have to bring you the latest news headlines we have in the studio. After, we'll be doing a review of the newspapers, the various online portals. Stick and stay. Is this the AM Show right here on the channel?